We are back here at Lockhart Stadium for another construction update. This week we are specifically looking for some seats. Paul McDonough last week told us we should see some seats installed in this past week. So let's go take a look and see if we can find some seats. One thing we are noticing right off the bat is that the structure for the scoreboard has been painted, and they've also added a bit of a catwalk up there for the scoreboard. It looks like, or some sort of support. I don't know exactly what it is, but they've painted it. It's ready to go. It looks like we're really close to seeing the scoreboard added up there. Still here on the east side. This little structure here, it looks like a concession stand has gotten some more work on it. Last week we saw some wood being added right up, in the front facing area where you would place your order. Now it looks like it's about to get painted, and that thing should be pretty much set, and then start putting all the stuff on the inside. Here we've got our nice view of the entire east stands, more paint up, and they are getting close to putting that solid sheeting up to kind of give it that solid look that they've done on the west. So we're getting close to that. It looks like all the support is there for that. Here at the base of the east stands, we saw them digging all this dirt up last week. We saw a big pile of dirt that's been moved. Now they're putting in all the plumbing. At the base of the east stands, we've been showing you these bathrooms for quite a while. They now have like rolling doors on them. So like some garage door type things that they'll pull down and close up when this place is shuttered. So that's something new. So we're now starting to get some doors on the bathrooms. Obviously when we're here at the stadium, they'll all be rolled up just like you see now, but it looks like something that it's got the chain on the side that they'll close up just like you would a garage. As we walk further down the east side, we're now about to look at the supporters section, and it's a little hard to see from this angle, but we have the chairs that we were looking for. And you can see a bunch of cardboard or wooden boxes up there for some more chairs to get put in. And these are those foldable seats in the safe standing area. You see where we got a mix of colors. We're seeing some pink, white, black, and gray. So that, I guess, is the look of the stadium. We're gonna have this nice mixture of colors that pretty much goes and matches with the training facility. What do you think? I think it's looking really good. Do you like the mixture of colors, or would you have preferred to see all solid pink or all solid gray, or what is your preference? Or is this it? Is this what you like? This is the look and feel of our stadium for the next few years. What are your thoughts? We've got a fresh delivery of cement. I assume that's cement in there. It looks like a cement mixing truck. Fresh delivery right here. And it looks like that cement truck is about to lay some new sidewalk areas right here. You see them all preparing the space for the freshly laid cement. As we get a no barrier look inside the stadium. As we look straight across from the east to the west, we see what is the press boxes up here. This section here are all press boxes, and you can see the glass has been installed in those press areas. So we're getting, closing it up so they can start working on the interior, I suppose. As we look at the supporter section, we see some support structures for another scoreboard that's going to go right behind the supporter section. All right, now we're back by the training pitch. Here we have the AstroTurf field, and lots of new plants have gone in all along the edges, inside and outside. So here it's beautifying the landscape outside the stadium has begun. We've got lots of fresh new plants here all along this roadway. As they grow in, it's going to make it look really, really nice for the neighborhood. On the back side of the artificial turf field, we see these black poles that we assumed would be for netting, and that is exactly what it is. We have some netting up. Feels a little bit early to be putting up this netting, but we did hear with the training camp beginning today here, January 20th, we do know that they plan on doing some training at this facility in February. So the early training camp is going to be on the road, but eventually they will finish it up here. So while the entire facility may not be complete, the fields are. We've got some netting up so keep the balls inside, and they'll obviously go along the entire side going down west. And I can actually see from here there is more of the netting going down west, closer to the main training pit. On the back side of the training fields, we can see that all of the sod has been laid. This is the one section that had been left unsodded last week, and now it is fully complete. And on the back corner of the training pitches here, where they laid the new sod, they have a new structure that they're working on. They've cleared some land, they're digging some ditches. I'm not sure what this is going to be, but to me it would make sense if they built some bathrooms back here, because if you're in the back corner of this facility, you might need to go take a leak somewhere. I don't know if that's what it's going to be. We'll have to look at the plans, but they are starting something new back here, and you know, that would make sense to me, right? We've now switched sides. We flopped on over to the west, where you can get a nice view of the training facility. So what I learned last week, this may not be a big surprise to a lot of you, but what I learned last week is here in this middle section, that is where all the training equipment's going to be. That's a big, wide open two-story space, high ceilings, surrounded by glass, even on the inside, where the players will all, you know, everybody's going to be watching them at all times. So no hiding in there, full transparency to everything that's going on. As we peer a little bit to the right, we see on the second floor, which is overlooking the field, that's the lunchroom, what Paul McDonough referred to as the restaurant. They're going to have a private chef that they're hiring right now. They're going through resumes and taste testing, I guess. And where those construction workers are standing is going to be like a balcony area where they'll have some tables and everything out there where the players can sit and eat on a nice day like today. It's a very, very beautiful day out today, so I can imagine just sitting there eating your lunch as you look out on these green fields. They'll serve breakfast and lunch to them every day. Obviously dinner they're on their own, but they'll be working here during the training during the day, so that's when they'll be fed. Here on the west side of this building, on the side part of it, this is the area where the players will come and walk out onto the pitch. So they'll walk out this back door, kind of where this orange truck thing is, and then they will walk out here, out onto the pitch. They have a nice little walkway that leads them right out to the nice green fields. And if I remember correctly, on the other side of these first floor walls here, close to where that orange thing is where they're going to have the hot and cold tubs. They're going to have a bunch of them. They're going to have temperature controlled cold tubs. They're really, really big too, gigantic, and one of them will have a treadmill type of thing inside the water for recovery. Last week we saw them installing a wrought iron fence dividing the parking lot of the stadium to the training facility. We see more of that going up along the side here, all along the west. Here we get a good view of the northwest structure for the Northwest Club. This was something that, you know, I talked to Paul about, and it definitely was not in the plans. They talked to a company that is an event company, and asking them what can be done quick and that is still high end. And this was the idea, to put in this structure here in the northwest corner that will have free beer and wine and possibly some food here for well, it'll definitely have food. I'm just not sure if it's free for those that are sitting on the west. So this is the Northwest Club. All right, as we move past the Northwest Club, we see the supporter section from another angle where you can clearly see all the seats going in. All the pink, yellow, gray, black, at least I think it's gray. It looks like it's a dark gray going in there. We've got some construction workers right now putting in the stands. By the time we're here next week, all these foldable seats will be done. Where's your seats? Are you sitting in the supporter section? Well, if you are, you're almost ready to go. Got some parking lot work here, and these like parking islands, you know, where they'll put trees and stuff. They're digging some nice big holes in there. Not sure why, unless they're just got to dig big holes for some big old palm trees. And here is your west side view. This week we see something new. We've seen some yellow stuff all around the building, technical terms used here on FMTV. Now we've got some purple stuff, which needs to be covered up real quick. We don't want to see purple inside Inter Miami Stadium, but it's there. It'll get covered up. It'll be covered with something black, I'm sure. On this windy day, we move further south on the west and we look at the south end seating, where we have the support structures nice and painted. We showed it to you from the other side. Now we're seeing it from the west side, where you see the painted poles and for the scoreboard. So now we've got two structures, one on the north and one on the south for the scoreboard. This one is just a little bit further along. We've got these bathrooms that were painted. We've got some nice, the walls all painted. And then over here on this building, looks like they've got some venting that they put in there. So this to me looks like it could be a kitchen of some sort, just because of the venting. Maybe not, but that could be where you get some of your food and bev. Well, that's it for this week. We've got seats in the supporter section. They're foldable seats. If you weren't sure exactly how the safe standing is going to work, they fold. It's very similar or the exact same as what LAFC is using. So fans can sit or they can stand. My question is, how many fans actually stand on those seats? That'll be bad. But they are in a nicely colored pink, white, gray, and black. Nice coloring in there. You know, something that I was thinking about as I'm walking by, that's kind of like an old stadium trick, is to put multicolored seats inside of the stadium. That way, if it's ever not full, it still kind of looks full. You know, it on TV at least, it's almost like an illusion where the stands look fuller than they really are because everybody's wearing pink, black, or white shirts, right? But I'm sure, I'm hoping that's not the reason they did it, but it looks nice. So we got a nice multicolored, better than, like, they could have done all black seats. Imagine how hot that would be in South Florida, all black seats. It would look really cool if they were all pink, but we'll see what they do with the rest of the stadium. They may put solid colors down on the seats on the east and west side. We don't know. We'll wait and find out. Come back here in the next couple of weeks and we should find out as more seats are going in. You know, it's kind of cool when you see that they finally put seats inside the stadium. It starts to feel complete. It starts to feel like a real stadium. We're getting real close. There's a hive of activity, a bunch of busy bees going all around this stadium this weekend. A lot going on. They are on the home stretch. They are rushing to get this complete in time for the first home game against LA Galaxy. So, are you excited? Are you excited that you see some seats? Let us know what your thoughts are on the seat colorings in the comments below. If you like it, or if you would have liked to have seen something different. I mean, it's too late now. It's getting done. But I'm just curious what your opinion is. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next week.